Hey team, hope you are doing phenomenally well, and I want to talk about getting you more booked calls from your Facebook group. And we've got a workbook to go with this today, so if you want the workbook, just type in workbook into the comments. If you're catching this on replay, because I know many of you are, just hashtag team replay to let me know you're catching up on this, because we're going to break down sort of our 4-step system called the CASA framework. We're going to talk about 3 things to improve your call booking rate, or if you're selling by chat, making more offers in the DMs, and how to do it effectively and not salesy. And I don't know about you, but if you've had the challenge of either people ghosting you, conversations taking way too long, feeling like you're teaching too much and giving too much away, then this is going to be for you. I want to turn that around so that you've got a simple framework to have casual, fun conversations with your audience. We want to put in place a simple system. And then the third thing we want to do is make sure that your prospects are responsive, because I don't know about you right now, but there is a whole lot of notification porn out there that is distracting people from the important thing, the real thing. So let's talk about it. First thing I want to do, and if you do want the workbook, just type in workbook. Good to see you, gang. First thing I want to do is break down our 4-step process that we call the CASA framework. Okay, really simply put, if you're taking notes, jot this down. First of all, we want to connect, we want to assess, we want to stretch, and we want to ask. Okay, 4-step simple process that you can keep in the back of your mind if you're on a plane, train, or taxi. No one takes taxis anymore. Let's just call it an Uber. That you can be walking your prospects through this process without scripts in place. Okay, connect, assess, stretch, and ask. First question I have for you right now is, which one are you not doing the best job of in your prospect journey right now? Connect, assess, stretch, and ask. Within those 4 steps, there are 2 questions in each of the stages. 8 questions total, 4 stages, okay? I just want to break down sort of 3 simple points on this live to help you through that process so that you can connect better with your prospects and help them on that journey toward booking in a call or presenting an offer to them, okay? Now, the first point is this, and you might have heard the term ABC before, always be closing. Let's just talk about that for a moment. When it comes to chatting with a prospect, chatting with someone in your audience, it's not about closing the deal. It's just about closing the next thing, the next right step. So when that comes to, first of all, your group, you're building your group, you've got your audience in there, what's the best next step for your prospect? It's not jumping into your program and handing over money. That's well and truly far away. The best next thing for them is just to have a conversation with you or your team, depending on what your business is set up like currently. Okay, so when it comes to always be closing, don't think about the sale, think about the next thing. First of all, having a chat. When that person's having a chat with you, the next thing is for them to have a call or a conversation with you. Okay, or maybe it's to receive your offer if you sell by chat. Okay, so the first thing you need to make sure that you're doing is be selling the next thing, not the end goal. Okay, that's number 1. Point number 2 is we want to talk about what I call PBM, which is permission-based marketing. I don't know how many of you at the moment have DMs like mine, but it was my birthday last week, and I can't tell you how many people that I've never met before sung to me, sent videos to me for my birthday, and then tried to close me in that environment. Totally not cool. And also, I loved a good screenshot I took. I may post it. It's just quite interesting. Of like last year, this birthday message from, let's call it the dude's name, Greg. All right, Greg sent me a birthday message last year. I said thanks. He sent me the exact same birthday message this year. I said thanks. All right, where is the personality in that? Okay, where is the permission in any of that? Okay, with people you don't know. So talk about permission-based marketing. You need to have the ask in mind. Okay, we need to make sure that you're taking care of your audience by asking them about the next step. Okay, because here's the key when it comes to permission-based marketing. Here's the key. Permission leads to acquisition. I'll say that one more time. Permission leads to acquisition. So you need to make sure that you have full permission before asking someone to hop into a chat, before asking someone to hop onto a call, before asking someone to hop into your program. Permission at each stage in the journey. That is step number 2, permission-based marketing. Number 3 is this, and I don't know if you've read, it's not up on my shelf at the moment, I may have lent it out, Never Split the Difference, okay, by Chris Voss. Phenomenal book if you haven't, all about the art of negotiation, but he talks about the late night DJ voice. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the calm, casual, but curious voice that all late night DJ presenters use. And when you listen to this voice, you can't help but feel relaxed and at ease with the person that you were speaking to or listening to. All right. So when it comes to chatting with your prospect, especially in the DMs, there are 2 things I want you to keep in mind. You need to keep things casual and curious. But on top of that, you may have thought about how your tone of voice is on sales calls, and maybe let me know in the comments below if you've ever watched back your sales calls. I hope you do. I hope you review them, every single one. And maybe you're listening for your tone, your facial expressions, where your eyes are going, where your prospect's eyes are, what the body language is. All of these things matter when it comes to a sales call, but I bet you've never thought about how your tone comes across in a chat. You need to keep it casual, but curious. Casual where you are not desperate for the sale, but always curious to the point of like, hey, well, how does that affect you? Well, what does that mean? Well, what would it be what would things be like if we changed this? Okay, so casual and curious. They are our 3 points for today. You need to make sure, number 1, that you are always selling the next thing, not the end thing. 2, we need to focus on permission-based marketing. And 3, you need to make sure that your conversations are casual and curious. Now, if you want the workbook and you haven't already, just drop workbook in for today. You'll get our CASA framework, connect, assess, stretch, and ask. And then the framework for the 8 questions that will help you book more calls in seamlessly and spend less time in the conversation with your prospect, teaching and sharing and caring and all of those things, and more time getting to the result of hopping on the phone and seeing if or how you can help them. So just drop workbook in the comments below and my team will get that over to you. You've been amazing. I cannot wait to see you turn this around in your conversations. And if you'd like more help with setting up this system inside your business so that you book more calls and make more offers more consistently, just type the word in brainstorm, and I'd love to brainstorm a plan with you and see what we can do in the next 2, 4, 6 weeks to get your business turned around and more calls booked in with your audience. It's been good fun today. Have an awesome end of your week, and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.